Girl, I don't know about y'all, but Blu Cantrell coming out to speak on Beyonce for being manipulative and ruining her career was not on my bingo card for this year. According to Blu Cantrell, though, that's exactly what went down. Now, we all heard those rumors that Blu had an affair with Jay-Z for years. And allegedly, when Beyonce found out about it, she went off on her. And there have been talks that Beyonce got her fired from her record label. But that's not even close to the craziest thing that Blu has to spill about Beyonce, because she has so much tea to spill on this drama. So let's break down this drama. Child, it's looking like Beyonce is never beating the allegations of holding other women back and taking their careers. So many industry women have come out with stories about how she allegedly held them back. Now, I'm not saying all these allegations are true. There are definitely people who might accuse her out of jealousy or for other reasons. But sometimes you gotta sit down and really think about the information, because some of it seems pretty sus. Blu Cantrell is a prime example. Take this for instance. A blind item a few months ago hinted that Beyonce allegedly ruined Tierra Marie's career because she found out that Tierra was getting a little too close to Jay-Z, even though Tierra was much younger at the time. According to the blind item, not only did Beyonce allegedly make sure that Jay-Z ended the affair, but she allegedly made sure to end Tierra's career just to teach her a lesson to stay away from her man.
By the time all of the ink was dry, she was just shy of being legal, but that didn't stop the mogul. He liked to sample the new talent. He was sampling her on a fairly regular basis, but he was also involved with the current A-plus list singer who was in his face every day. And this could allegedly be Beyonce. The thing is, though, that corn star in charge of her career was feuding with the mogul and told the mogul he would not be allowed to hook up with the singer again. I assume he thought the mogul would think she was something special. Apparently not as special as the current A-plus lister, because the new signee was dropped and the word was put out on the street. No record deals for her from any label. When someone ignored the edict, they were paid a visit. If the visits were ignored, then other steps were taken. This was a total lockdown of a career that lasted almost a decade.
Well, Blu Cantrell is now claiming that Beyonce used her power and influence to get her blacklisted as well. To give you some context, back in the late 90s, Blu and Jay-Z were pretty tight. Their closeness had people speculating if there was more to their relationship than just friendship. At that time, Blu was making a name for herself as a backing vocalist for industry names. Her talent soon caught the eye of industry bigwigs like L.A. Reid, who signed her to Arista Records. In 2001, Blu released her debut album, So Blue, which was a massive success. It reached number 8 on the Billboard 200, spawned multiple top 10 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, and earned her 2 Grammy nominations. Within 2 weeks, the album had gone gold. Around that time, Blu and Jay-Z started getting closer, which was pretty strange considering Jay-Z was just also pursuing Beyonce. What was he doing getting close to another woman? Well, some speculated that Jay-Z was keeping Blu as a backup in case Beyonce turned him down. He had recently been burned by Aaliyah, so he wasn't putting all his eggs in one basket. Anyway, Blu released her second album in 2003, which was just around the same time Beyonce dropped her debut solo album, Dangerously in Love. When two artists release albums around the same time, it can sometimes spark a rivalry, and that's exactly what happened between Beyonce and Blu. So not only were Blu and Beyonce competing for the same man, but their rivalry spilled over into their music careers, and things started to go downhill from there. Blu always insisted that there was nothing romantic between her and Jay-Z. They were just friends, but people weren't buying it and thought she was just trying to save face. The rumors intensified after Blu appeared on Wendy Williams' show. We all know Wendy doesn't hold back. She directly asked Blu if she had kissed Jay-Z or done anything romantic with him. This was Blu's chance to deny everything and put the rumors to rest. Instead, she laughed and dodged the question, which only fueled the speculation even more.
Have you ever kissed Jay-Z romantically?
No. No, I can't answer that. I can't answer that.
Oh, she's touching him off the neck! Look! You see?
Why do people not want to let the Jay-Z Blu Cantrell thing go?
There were plenty of ways Blu could have handled that question, but laughing and dodging it was the worst choice, and it only strengthened the rumors. And if you thought that was bad, it got worse. Wendy Williams went on to suggest that Jay-Z chose Beyonce because she was younger. Blu then jumped in saying Beyonce was more naive and easier to manipulate than she was, implying that's what Jay-Z wanted in a woman. This just stirred up even more drama between her and Beyonce.
I didn't think it would last though.
What, me and him?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're above 25.
Why, he needs somebody younger than that?
At the end of the day, yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because I think at the end of the day, a younger, less savvy to the ways of the world broad.
Somebody a little bit more naive.
You said it, not me.
You good at,
Do you know what I mean?
good at making me say things.
Yeah, that was not only messy, but also super disrespectful to Beyonce. But it didn't stop there. Over the next few years, Blu continued to accuse Beyonce of stealing her visuals and ideas. For instance, when Beyonce and Jay-Z released a music video for Bonnie and Clyde, Blu claimed they copied her video for Roundup. Then, when Beyonce dropped Baby Boy featuring Sean Paul, Blu accused her of copying again, since Blu had released Breathe with Sean Paul before Beyonce did. There's also speculation that Beyonce referenced Blu in her song Signs. In the lyrics, Beyonce sings, "I wish he was a Virgo, the same sign as me, and know how to show me love, cause I've been hurt by a Pisces." Jay-Z is a Sagittarius, Beyonce is a Virgo, and Blu Cantrell is a Pisces. Fans believe this line is Beyonce's way of admitting that Jay-Z cheated on her with Blu. If you think that this mess couldn't possibly get any weirder, baby, just take a seat. Blu had an interview with Guardian, and when they asked her about Beyonce, this is what she had to say. "I'm an adult. She's younger, and if she's doing what you're saying, then she's being a little immature. Maybe she's trying to do it to get press, but I want to make her understand if she goes there with me, it's the wrong move. She needs to understand what she's doing and what she's getting into." Blu also dragged Jay-Z into it, saying if she is being negative, she doesn't need to be because she's a beautiful girl. But if you have issues with your man, address it with the guy. Don't take it out on the girl. It's never the way to go. The interview was the final straw that broke the camel's back, and Blu Cantrell's career plummeted afterwards. She never released another album or single, which was odd considering her talent and the success of her first two albums, both of which were Grammy nominated and charted well. So her sudden disappearance from the music scene seemed strange and calculated. In late 2013, Blu announced she was working on a third album as a free agent after leaving her label. However, the album never saw the light of day. In 2014, she was hospitalized following what was described as a mental breakdown. She was found on the streets of Santa Monica in California by 2 a.m. screaming about how someone had tried to unalive her with some sort of poisonous gas, and she was eventually taken to the hospital for evaluation. Even though people in the industry tried to dismiss Blu Cantrell's episode as another mental breakdown, with some people even suggesting it might have been induced, other people weren't convinced. They pointed out how this situation was creepily similar to what happened to actor Martin Lawrence. In May 1996, Martin was arrested at a busy intersection in Sherman Oaks, California, holding a gun and screaming at passing motorists, "They're trying to kill me." According to one witness, Martin also yelled, "Fight, don't give up, fight the power," as he was being taken to the hospital. What was weirder is the fact that the tabloids also kept referring to Martin as troubled and implied he was on substances, even after the doctors who treated Martin at the hospital later denied these claims, and the medical center spokesperson Ron Wise told the press that there were absolutely no medication of any type involved. So Blu's case was not the first that we've seen of a celeb being treated like they're crazy. Well, the next thing we knew, Jaguar Wright also stepped into the ring to share her 2 cents, and y'all know that Jaguar is never afraid to tell the truth as it is.
Blu. The first Blu. Not they daughter Blu Cantrell. You were singing fool, and you made a choice to work with someone, and you probably didn't realize how nefarious he was when you got involved with him. I didn't. Blu, it's time to talk. It's time for you to sing again, because I know you still got the chops. You got the gift, just like me. Jay-Z worked very hard to erase you and me, just like he did Elle, just like he did his relationship with R. Kelly, just like he did his relationship with Aaliyah. Blu, it's time to talk.
Well, Jaguar's words sparked something in Blu because she is now speaking out about what happened and how a certain powerful someone got her fired from her label as revenge. She said, "I would have got my lawyer because that lawyer ended up representing them, which was a conflict of interest. So they were all working together to basically take what was mine. Nobody really knows the whole truth but me and them, but I was really taken advantage of." But wait, there's more to this story. According to an insider, Blu has been claiming that it was Beyonce who tried to harm her back in 2014. 2014. The resource claimed that Beyonce had reportedly had enough of Blu talking about her and her alleged affair with Jay-Z. Allegedly, Beyonce attempted to get rid of Blu as a result. I know it sounds wild, but we all know Beyonce has also been accused of taking people out, especially by her alleged former bodyguard.
You know, when you're early in your career, you feel that you have to listen. And when you buck, they buck harder and they make threats. And those threats are huge ones.
Girl, this is messy, and fans are shook with these revelations. They left comments saying Beyonce is so insanely insecure, it's odd that people can't see it. She had an issue with everybody who had a thing with Jay-Z. Instead of finding someone who will cherish her, she's putting out all this negativity towards everyone but the main source of her suffering, which is her husband. I have never ever been a Beyonce fan at all, but Blu Cantrell, I remember buying her CD in the early 2000s and somehow didn't hear much from her after a while. Now it makes sense. And this other person commented, Blu Cantrell looks like Beyonce feature-wise, and B&J's child is named Blue Ivy? WTF. Girl, this is a hot mess. Do you all believe Blu's allegations, or do you think she's trying to stir up more drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments, then check out this next video.